Hello, and welcome back to Saru 2P for the PSP. The official reason that I'm doing this is because I can't do the PS1 version, so it would technically be for the original Ape Escape. Then we come to what is probably one of the token levels of all the Ape Escape games is the Hot Springs level. Because in this obviously, as you can see from the level right here, it has a hot springs. The next game has a nice level which has a hot springs in it as well, and the third one has a complete level based around the hot springs, as you'll probably have seen from the let's play that I did if you're still watching from that point. And if you're new to the channel, well then I did the third game in the series because that was the one that was the only one that I could officially do. Yep, shoot. A lot less monkeys to catch in this than the original version. I have noticed that a lot with these levels. And through that door there's another monkey, but we're not going for him today. I don't think you will actually see that part of the game. I am actually going to cut out all the other monkeys that you have to capture because it's the one thing my computer is filled with enough stuff that's for recordings and that I don't need anymore. I mean, some are taking up like 1.2 gigabytes just by themselves. The red monkeys aren't unlike other games. They aren't a threat. When you see it doing, however, they can be quite a threat because they especially do more damage than any of the other enemies in the game or monkeys in the game. Of course, because I was near the ledge, it acted as if that ledge was the barrier. To my knowledge, this song hasn't been redone for the game, because I've noticed when playing this, some of the random must have had his hand at the songs again because they sound a little bit different, like the main theme. No. The theme, I think, the main theme is the same theme we used for the first level of the third world. I can't remember what that is because I was thinking, it's not. I was thinking for a minute that it was shifting through time and space, and you know that's. But then the one for the one theme nobody wants to hear my singing. I can't remember the name of it because they all have names. For some reason YouTube want me to take down the first video of this because apparently it was copied when I did not. You have to listen to it for the voices because even though most people won't be able to understand it, I put the subtitles there so they can understand what they were actually saying. So it's not like I'm doing anything bad or anything. It's not like I'm taking it without permission. I'm only playing the game to show it off because I can't do the original. And what would they do if I was able to record everything out of the original? What would they say that, oh no, this is part of this is copyright sort of Tiranda or whatever it was again, and you can't use it. Apart from Nintendo doing that, they've done that recently, so I am surprised they haven't got on my case with Mario and Luigi. And again, it's an old game, and plus it's Alpha June, so I don't think they I've not seen them take down the soundtrack to the Dream Team, which I must add is gorgeous. Yeah, this I find it funny is that in the original you get to manual or the manual, more specifically the Japanese version. They actually had logos for all the gadgets, so like the time net, the sky flyer, the slingshot, the dash hook, and all this. They had. Yeah, I wonder, did they take some of these models from previous episode games? Not specifically Kakarot mode the monkeys. They do look as good as the versions that were like the episode 3's versions of them. Because those are. So they look much nicer than the Escape 2's one. I'll admit that, because for my money, the second game's models for the monkeys look quite off. Yeah, I mean they didn't look cartoonish, they look close. I got lucky there. For my money, they didn't look as good as they did in the original, and obviously updating it from a. Look at that, didn't look, I'm just saying, they didn't look as good as the original ones at third games. I know there's about 3 in this. They don't do what I did when I first played the game. I completely missed the Spectre point, which is actually held in here. And as I finished the level, it showed me where the Spectre coin was. It's unfair. This is me just looking for it because I know what will happen. On. Is it in Escape 2 you can actually, I think the physics, I don't think they got the physics right on the dash shoot, because I swear to God sometimes I would land in like a rip or something like this, and then it wouldn't, not like that, it actually stopped me from doing so. But I swear for some reason I was able to able to land in it before I could fall down. I was able to activate the dash shoot, and then be safe on it. Again, if you're on the dash shoot in the second game, if you so stop rotating the control stick for it, and you're on a slope, you're going to fall down. I've had many times where when I've actually fallen down because I wasn't taking cold control sticks because I thought it would last. Thank you, Natsumi. I did do great. And you can see that we've got some good old we've got the Spectre boxing again from the original minigames. They were fun. Those fun little distractions from the game. This can go to hell in this version. I had no problem with it in the original version. This one can go to hell. Rubber band AI. The fact that it makes it better for when you're falling behind, but when you're in front doing good, you'll miraculously get to where you are and somehow win it. If I remember correctly, this was about attempt 10 I did of this. because of some. Because I don't know what I was doing wrong exactly. For one thing, grabbing onto the ledge doesn't actually help you, it actually stops you. As you can see, all Kakaro's momentum actually stopped. And obviously that gives time for Hikori to get in front of you, or if you want to go by the dub names, Spike and Jake, or Spike and Buzz. But I don't know why I'm... Yeah, that's what happens, that... I had to do a lot of this with it. That was just an example of how you can fail it easily. I only kept them because, well, all the rest of the attempts were cut out, so this will either be another showing you what not to do in this stage, or it'll be the actual one where I win. Alright, you'd think, oh, the Skyfly, this will be easy. I think they made the AI for Hikori wasn't as good in the original version, so you know you could get far away from him. I'm not sure if they did use the exact same AI as before. I know there's a few attempts because I did edit out most of this completing arcs. I made a fix. I mean, half the time I got to the end of this, and then for some odd reason I couldn't get onto this one platform that was spinning or something else. And then completely on the way to the topic, E3. Yeah, people get when this is being recorded now. The E3 is here, and let me just say, I am more excited for Smash Bros than I was already. I was already a part of the hype train when they introduced Greninja. You know, I mean, I was following Smash Bros since it got announced. You know, it's not like it hadn't been. And with these platforms, if you're not careful, then Hikori, as you can see right there, can get right off your arse, or in fact even in front of you. Yeah, you're right. It's right for you to say that, Kakari, because you did make it after how many? I can't remember how many times because I've taken away the videos. Basically saying you want to take these. It's basically you want to take respect points and stuff like we'll meet again. I can't remember exactly what it is that he says again. It's almost been a. No, actually, it's been. Probably technically been a couple of months since I played it. So.
ついにスペクターの居場所が分かったぞ。スペクターは人間が文明を発展させた時代にいるようじゃ。いよいよ最後の決戦じゃ。頑張ってスペクターを捕まえてきてほしい。そして無事に現代に戻ってきてくれ。待っとるぞ。
This is saying do your best to catch Spectre because they think that they've cornered them, and then they think we've cornered them in this era, and we'll wait for your return. Basically, I'm saying basically a lot, haven't I? Wow, just noticed that. Okay, now that. I'm glad I got that on camera. And with those enemies right there, they're basically ninja robots. You could say that they're the original versions of the teleports. Because if you notice the design, they are quite similar to the teleports that you get in Saga 3. Oh, so the ninjas. This is when I think the idea of pushing button stops you when you do it doesn't work as well, because in the original you just had to press the button, there you go, you had the weapon out, you didn't do anything with it, you know, you could just you could just use the control stick, well, obviously because the PSP, or say the Game Boy Advance, but because the PSP didn't have two of them, then obviously you have to press the button to do so. And I just swapped the coin. You can quite clearly tell what influence the people developing this had, because it's that quite clearly is a Japanese-esque house. You can have what the game considers a present day, not present day, recent past. And they actually made the light blue monkeys. They notice you a lot better than they did in the other versions. Because in the original version it was the exact same thing, but in this version they can actually notice you even if you are sneaking. Unlike like 2 and 3, when if you were sneaking they wouldn't notice you as much. You should have got caught. But if you Panda was saying something about getting a bit trigger happy, are you? But there's something that's another PlayStation also Battle Royale. That would be awesome. Because I mean, I didn't play it, but I'd like to see other Ape Escape characters appear in it. You know, not use their dub names. I'd rather they use the original names like the UK version did, because as you know, as I showed off in Saru Get You 3 or Ape Escape 3, is that the UK version used the original Japanese names, whilst America translated them into these weird, like consider Kakaro's by. This monkey, get rid of him as quickly as you can. Because he is a real monkey, he will notice you instantly, and he has missiles. And even if you're nowhere near him and he detects you, oh god, he's gonna throw those missiles at your ass. Like, how many lives did I lose in the original version? It's well off a bit. Yeah, it was something like this. We'd the Buddha statue, you wouldn't think it would be in either then again. Maybe not everybody's Christian or Catholic for that. You know, I know there's different languages, but I don't think that they would have a Buddha statue and something that's not even got any relation to any religions. Anyway, the rest of the monkeys are actually up on top. And with the ninja teleports, I'm going to call them, they can't actually get you here. They can only get you when you're down there or trying to get up, because they're assholes like that. Gotta love them original PS1 physics. You can basically go off and get onto anything with some of the physics that we had then. Fortunately not that, but oh well. And then what I should have done there is I should have used the non-jumping version to get higher, because you do go higher when you don't jump. I just narrowly missed that. And then at E3 there was Microsoft's huge troll with them Rareware and then what was the game? It had can't remember the exact name of it, but it had squirrels and then it showed Conquer. Saying about a game that he hasn't had one in 10 years, and then you'll just have to make one yourself. Yeah. I think I said it on John Chong's video, but I'll give Rareware credit. They used his original design instead of his updated design that he got from Live and Reload, which didn't look as well. At least it gave us context to why you hear the zipping sound when he gets drunk, and his only means of attacking is pissing on the enemies. At least they covered that, because in the original he didn't actually have any trousers on. So we went. So we hearing this sound for him and making and then zipping down trousers. Yeah, as I said, he didn't have any. Oh, we got nice beat to go to. You did good. You did great. You're good. And I'm picking in the next version. Oh well, I shall see you next time if I get you beat.